Hello and welcome to Hornbill TV's Prime at 9. I'm Naomi Kikon. Now the news in details. One of the two black boxes of the China Eastern Airlines plane that crashed on Monday has been found, rescuers said on Wednesday. The China Eastern Airlines Boeing 737 aircraft, which departed from Kunming and was bound for Guangzhou on Monday, crashed into a mountainous area near Molang village in Tengxian country in the city of Wuzhou, in the worst air disaster in over a decade in the country. The crashed airliner had two black boxes, one in the cockpit and one in the tail to record various data, according to the official media. The search for the black boxes is one of the key tasks required by the investigation team. No survivors have been found so far among the 123 passengers and 9 crew members in the plane crash, Sun Xiying, chairman of China Eastern Airlines Yunnan branch, said on Tuesday night. An official with the Civil Aviation Administration of China on Tuesday said that the cause of the crash cannot be confirmed immediately and the investigation into the cause is difficult. In view of the continuous dip in coronavirus cases, the Home Ministry has decided to end its all COVID-19 containment measures from March 31, 2 years after their implementation following the outbreak of the pandemic. However, wearing a face mask and maintaining social distancing norms will continue as earlier. The central government had on March 24, 2020 issued for the first time orders and guidelines under the Disaster Management Act 2005 for the containment of COVID-19 in the country, and these have been modified on various occasions. In a communication to the Chief Secretaries of all states, Union Home Secretary Ajay Pala said that over the last 24 months, significant capacities have been developed for various aspects of management of the pandemic, such as diagnostics, surveillance, contact tracing, treatment, vaccination, hospital infrastructure. Also, the general public now has a much higher level of awareness on the COVID-appropriate behavior, he said. The states and union territories have also developed their own capacities and systems and implemented their detailed specific plans for managing the pandemic, he said. Adding, over the last 7 weeks or so, there has been a steep decline in the number of cases. Naga is all set to host the South Asian Cross Country Championships and 56th National Cross Country Championship, slated to be held at the Indira Gandhi Stadium in Kohima on March 26. To receive the participating team, the reception committee has set up control room at the Bamboo Resource Center, Sovima in Dimapur. A total of 15 participants from Nepal have already arrived in Dimapur, and 77 more international and national participants are expected to arrive today. Altogether, 7 South Asian countries are to participate in the championship. To know more on the preparation and participants, Hornbill TV interacted with the in charge of Control Room Dimapur, Dr. Doldo Mehta. Let's have a look at the ground report from reporter Aduna.
The resource center de INI reception committee lagai gena ita international teams aro national teams kan ke receive kuri ase aro kumba teams kan bi Nagaland te ete Dimapur te pungchi aina ase to mogan yate aina ita ido bamboo resource to ido reception center ase yate ra gari kan arrange kuri gena ido national teams aro international teams kan aikena airport aro railway station de ta kan ke receive kuri gena yate bra gari pathaina ta kan ke Kohima loi jaule la arrangement kuri gena ite yate ready kuri gena ase yate control room laga in charge bi mogan lote ase to mogan laga ido Dr. Tolto bi ido yate control room na in charge ase to aji bra suru kuri gena teams kan international teams national teams kan to IAS go ase to itu la opor de aji kiman teams members kan IAS aro arrangement kan bi kinega reception arrangement kan bi kinega kuina ase to la moan galop update kudi.
Okay, hello Hornbill TV, thank you for coming to Ground Zero in Dimapur. Actually, it's a very big exercise for all of us. So it is a combination of both government and private enterprises working together. In Dimapur, we have set up a reception committee, which comprises of roughly about 22-23 people, which is headed by DC Dimapur, DC Chumukedima, and Commissioner of Police Dimapur. And all officers have been roped in from various departments to help in this setup in this reception committee. So we have set up the control room here in Nagaland Bamboo Resource Center. And this is where all the buses and all the liaisoning officers, they'll come and station here. And from here, accordingly, we'll delegate the shuttles and the liaisoning officers to the airport, to the train stations. And they'll pick up the athletes and all the officials who are coming, and they'll take them up to Kohima. So all together, for today, we have 77 people coming in from outside the state, from Jammu and Kashmir, from Jharkhand, from Tamil Nadu, Uttarakhand. And we have VVIPs coming in also. He's the General Secretary of Athletic Federation India, Mr. Ravinder Chaudhary. And then we will have 15 people today coming from Nepal. And it's an international team of Nepal. So it includes both the athletes and the officials. And we also have the AFI official, Mr. B.E. Stanley Jones, who will be coming in today. So we are expecting 77 people coming in both from by air and by train.
Tagan ayule lado aji aro khali ekla hona na kinika ase 25 TV ayule last na 24 hela sohula sa.
They will come in on 23rd, 24th and 25th. Yeah. Major bulk to Kaliahimu tomorrow. So tomorrow we are expecting 500 plus people coming in. 564 to be precise. From all the states in India and all the 7 participating, the federating countries of South Asian Athletic Federation.
Ita moi Dimapur airport te aina ase to mohan jana nisna 26 March te South Asian Athletic Federation cross country championship or 56 national cross championship idu Kohima te lower nisna ita mohan airport te punchina mohan dikha nisna kumba team athletes kan du yade Dimapur airport te punchina ase to tagan gibe mohan khoda baji kuri sabo ki laga states pra aina ase aro tagan Nagaland te punchina kiniga lagi ase aro taga laga preparation bi kiniga kuri kena aya ase to mohan khudi sabo
साउथ एशियन क्रॉस कंट्री रन चैंपियनशिप के लिए अभी हम लोग 14% था 5 आदमी आ रहा है और हम अभी 9 आदमी हैं.
Okay. So all total kitna team members?
14%. Team manager and team coach.
Okay.
Players is athletes 12%.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how you feeling and how is your preparation going on for the cross country?
It's a little bit light, like Nepal is Himalaya up and down hilly region, and then a little bit is hot, more hot. It's like Nepali person, is a kindly person. I like same face, same. I enjoy this person. Okay. This person, okay, this is good, very good. Yeah.
Anyway, wish you all the best.
Okay.
Thank you for coming to Nagaland. Thank you. Nepal team gan yare Dimapur te punchi jaise to aji bisibak international team aro national teams kan bi ayule laga settle ti ase aro some fale bi idu railway station te bi dusra states kan bra idu team kan du ayule ase to idu 56 gross country championship to 26 March te shuru hole ase Kohima indoor Indira Gandhi Stadium te to mohan itu lagabi mohan yate ground punchina itu 26 March te bi mohan itu live report kuribo to inegala update site akibo nimite site akibi HornbillTV moi Adonai here with camera person Johnson for HornbillTV Dimapur.
The ongoing 11th session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly witnessed a 2-hour-long discussion on the Naga political issue on March 22. Initiating the discussion on matters of urgent public importance pertaining to the Naga political issue, MLA Imgong L. Imchen stated that the Naga political issue occupies the topmost priority for discussion in the House on matters of urgent public importance. Let's have a look at the details.
Solution and one agreement. Unquote. This resolution was adopted by the civil societies of the state in one voice calling for solution.
Imchen said that the continuous delay in coming towards a negotiated settlement has resulted in frustration among the Naga people and that the people of Nagaland are slowly losing faith in the ongoing Naga peace process.
Article 356 of the Constitution of India, out of my sheer frustration and the conduct of the political negotiation during the last 25 years. Let there not be any electoral representatives and the scene of the political talk, but only the negotiating parties and the government of India. The Naga people can no longer bear the burden of massive extortion inflicted on the people.
Imchen said that it has now been 25 years since the political talks started, and yet there is no sign of progress coming out of the 25-year-long negotiations, and therefore, if the continuance of election system in the state is making any negative hindrance in the ongoing political negotiation, the government of India may even invoke Article 356 of the Constitution of India after the completion of the present tenure in 2023, so as to eliminate any negative hindrance coming from the elected representatives.
Present prevailing Naga society, which is full of violence, intimidation, extortion, check, etc., etc. And therefore, I still reiterate that invoking of Article 356 of the Constitution of India may be the rightful answer to the cries of the Naga people. I comment the rest of the discussion to the wisdom of the honorable members of this House. Thank you.
Minister for Higher and Technical Education and Tribal Affairs, Temjen Imna Along, also reiterated that the government of India will not agree on a separate flag and constitution. He said that the Naga political issue should come to an understanding and culminate so that the Naga people can live in peace and prosperity while also allowing the people to grow together with the rest of the world.
If the talks have concluded, then why is settlement not coming? I just read today morning's paper. The respected leader of the NSNIM, Shekyu Tuko, has said, without flag and constitution, there will be no solution. The government of India today is also a government under the Constitution of India and under the flag of India. How can it give beyond that Constitution and flag and give us a separate Constitution and a flag? They are not going to agree. Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji said, 400 saal mein nahi hoga.
A two-day workshop on management of quality early childhood care and education in the northeastern states was conducted today at the Administrative Training Institute in Kohima. The program was organized by the National Institute of Educational Planning and Administration, NIEPA, in collaboration with Samagra Shiksha of Nagaland. Commissioner and Secretary of the Department of School Education and SCERT, Kevileno Angami, addressed the inaugural program. She said that the workshop will encourage and aid in delivering quality early child care and education. The official also said that the workshop will provide insights into gaps and bridge them in ways of management of quality early childhood care and education for the benefit of all children in the country to give them the best start in life.
Definitely go into our records, the records of the Education Department. It's a big encouragement for all of us and a boost to our morale to further delve into the needs of delivering quality early child care and education. And on behalf of the government of Nagaland, I express gratitude to Nippon New Delhi, the government of India, and also to the northeastern states for participating in this workshop. I understand that Nagaland has been chosen as the venue for this workshop because of its high proportion of schools having pre-primary attached with schools. It is true that all schools having primary section are attached with pre-primary in the states.
A training program for caregivers on inclusion of persons with intellectual and developmental disabilities was held on March 23 at St. Joseph University in Sovima. The training was conducted by 3 resource persons from the National Institute for the Empowerment of Persons with Intellectual Disabilities, or NIEPIT, in Hyderabad. Many myths were also busted regarding various rehabilitation techniques on how to take care of persons living with disabilities, while various therapeutic interventions were also imparted to the caregivers. Let's have a look at the details with our reporter Esther.
So suppose someone has a fits attack in front of you, some child is having at home, what you should do then? First thing, make sure that you make the child lie down on the floor or on the bed.
First, kitia bacha ekta lolibi kunwa holibi iniga fits aheshe golido. First taige kumauli dibe iniga sida.
Never keep them in a seated position or in a standing position because they will suddenly fall down.
Taige nabuhabi naholibi taige khara kurili nadibe. Kili mani tai girile kiba kibi hurt kuribo.
Put a soft something folded t-shirt, or if you have a pillow under their head, because many times during fits their head is banging like this, so it might be injured. So put something soft under their head.
Tagalaga matade kili mani tagan fits ahadan de gaudo iniga hilai thage itu korne tagan ge pillow nolibi soft kapra ekta tagala matadi hali dibe.
We are here at St. Joseph University in Sovima, Dimapur, where training for caregivers for persons with intellectual and development disabilities. And we have here, sir, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, myself Dr. Ravi Prakash Singh, and I am from National Institute for the Empowerment of Persons with Intellectual Disability, Divyangjan, which comes under Ministry of Social Justice Empowerment, Government of India. Our headquarters is in Sikandrabad, and I am from Regional Center, Navi Mumbai. Here at Nagaland, we used to come to conduct various activities for persons with intellectual and developmental disability, including different target groups. Like today's training is on training of caregivers for how to handle and how to include children with intellectual disability in social mainstream, because the biggest challenge during pandemic is with persons with disability. So as a part of our Northeast activity, our team usually come twice in a year to conduct various programs for the rehabilitation and welfare of persons with intellectual disability. This visit we are going to conduct programs like 21st of March we had conducted psychological assessment camp in collaboration with DDRC Dimapur, as well as we conducted one training program yesterday for college students to sensitize them towards the disability. Today we are conducting program for caregiver, and tomorrow we are going to conduct program in parent, and day after tomorrow we'll be conducting one program in Kohima.
Sir, can you please tell us exactly what is intellectual and developmental disabilities? Because usually the word that we use is people with disabilities. So this is more of a broader sense. So can you please explain that?
Yeah, basically intellectual disability is one of the 21 categories of disability which is given under the Rights of Person with Disability Act 2016. So in a person with intellectual disability, we see that there is substantial limitation in their intellectual functioning, which means they have limited abilities of thinking, reasoning, problem solving skills, as well as they are also having limitation in their adaptive behavior, the routine activities of our daily living skills which we used to do day-to-day living. So they face a lot of challenges in that. Apart from that, when we say developmental disability, there are other categories also come under this, like autism spectrum disorder, where people are having basic issues with communications and social skills as well as repetitive behavior. And we also have specific learning disability, where the children may have problem with reading skills, writing skills, or arithmetic skill, or three of them may come together.
So I'm Kirti Sudha, and I'm a lecturer in rehabilitation psychology with NIPID, National Institute for the Empowerment of Persons with Intellectual Disability, currently posted at Regional Center, Kolkata.
All right. Ma'am, can you tell us what are the age groups of the training program? Is there any age group precisely? And will there be any placement also for them?
For persons with intellectual disability, the institute provides services starting from the age like 0. So there are cross-disability early intervention services, which are till 3 years of age, and then pre-primary, pre-education services. Then there are therapeutic services, which starts from 0 age as per their need. Along with that, we provide the psychological assessment, parental counseling, children's counseling, behavior modification for those who have behavioral problems. Apart from that, we have the programs till vocational rehabilitation, vocational instruction, and even for the elderly people, we provide them the benefits regarding the psychosocial rehabilitation. So when there are different government schemes and benefits for people, I mean the adults with intellectual disability, so for that also we provide them the support and the required guidance. So it is like across the age group that we provide. The institute is meant for people with intellectual disability across the age range.
So this was the training conducted for caregivers of children with disabilities and various behavioral problems, and this was conducted by the NIEPID, which is based in Hyderabad. We had 3 experts come here and give training on the caregivers at St. Joseph University. Sovima Dimapur. Reporter Esther with camera person Aaron for Hornbill TV.
The third Ignite Fest of the St. Joseph University, organized by the Department of Management and Commerce, kick-started today with the chairman of Livingstone Foundation, Dr. Andrew Ahodo Sumi, as the chief guest. Students from different colleges are participating in a 3-day fest. The 3-day fest will witness various competitions and activities. Dr. Andrew, in his opening speech, motivated and encouraged the students to focus on upgrading their talents and skills. Let's have a look at a detailed report.
Hi, good morning. Thank you, HornbillTV, for having me again once more here. I'm very happy and delighted to be here in St. Joseph University, and we are having the third Fest Ignite by the faculty and the students, and it is happening every year. It's an yearly event, and the program will be held for 3 days, and today is the kickoff start. And the program, I could see that with all heart and soul, all the members, especially the management members, are organizing this, and they have done wonderfully, I would say that. And this is such an encouragement for the children to learn from some extra co-curricular activities such of this kind, and I know that they have a long way to go, and I wish the children of St. Joseph and all the faculty members the very best, and I hope that they, from here, the leaps and bounds of progress will be here, and they become a great person with a great talent and the skills that they have been given, that being imparted by the university. I hope that tomorrow Nagaland will shine because of this institute. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Department of Management and Commerce of St. Joseph University, Chumukudima, they are organizing third Ignite Fest at their college campus. And let's know more from the Students Information Secretary, Sushma Chetri. Yes.
Hello everyone, my name is Sushma Chetri and I'm the Information Secretary and Publicity from St. Joseph University. Today, from 23rd to 25th March, we have started the Ignite Fest, and today we have kick-started with the chief guest, Dr. Ahodo Sumi, Livingstone Foundation Chairman, and Ignite Fest was started in 2019 with the aim to promote the young and talented youths, and today we have various competitions, and for 3 days we are going to have various events and competitions.
So this all from the opening ceremony of the third Ignite Fest of St. Joseph University, where the chief guest was Dr. Andrew Ahodo, Chairman of Livingstone International, and he had emphasized more on the talents of the students and skills of the students in his opening speech. Myself, reporter Jivan Rai, with camera person Pankaj for Hornbill TV.
That's all for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.